Here's another little story about what happened in our 2 years at the house with no windows, which did get windows, polyethylene ones at least. And let's see, I remember that Alden attic, so that'll be an exit. They don't tell me, but all right. So uh, some guy had loaned my father a couple of rifles, a 22 and a 20 gauge maybe shotgun, and that's how poor we were. Couldn't even afford a damn gun. Because if you could get a gun, you could get some good game. They had, like I told you in previous stories, there was all kinds of wildlife. So I don't think doves are really worth the bullets. Maybe back then when it was cheap, you could get a reloader. But it's just not. They're not worth the trouble. They're too little. At least those ones. I've seen some big ones out here. Castaic Lake had the biggest doves I've ever seen. They're game birds. Because they eat the grains. That's why they're edible. Now, so we're going to do some hunting, and that's all. I don't remember killing a single one because my problem was I had a natural inclination to shoot left-handed, and I don't know why my father didn't correct this because he's supposed to have been a pilot in World War II. I mean, he should generally know how to. He owned I don't know what caliber it was, but he had a pistol. Supposed to know that you line up your eyes. I could do a video and explain it, but I was supposed to shoot from the right because the true eye is my right. You can even look at somebody and tell which eye is the best eye. One's a little dead looking and one is nice and bright. So I don't understand. Finally, somebody straightened that problem out, why I kept missing. And I don't know if we killed anything with it. Oh, there's a sad story about me killing a squirrel. But deer, I don't know. It seemed like there could have been a few. Rabbits were out there. But my father didn't like to kill things. He had PTSD from World War II, and he killed a lot of people. He didn't see him get killed, but he's dropping bombs or piloting the plane, and the co-pilot dropping the bombs. He did both. They switched around. But I don't understand why we didn't do more fishing. Now there was one day when there was a big rain and the spillway overflowed from the pond, and you wouldn't believe how many fish that we just got that were just slowly tumbling down the spillway. Brim, pronounced bream, or pronounced brim, but spelled B-R-E-A-M, the little, and they're a hassle. Unless you get them to weigh, I'd say you need to get them weigh at least a pound to be worth the trouble. There's like tons of bones. Just you'd eat the bones, some of the bones. It's your calcium. But that was very strange how all at once, like somewhat of a blessing that was. There was another time, if we'd have been, I don't know if a possum got into the garbage and couldn't get out, so we got him, but we let him go. But you could take the possum and grain feed it for a couple of weeks and then eat that. Now, did we finish? shoot your rabbits and eat the rabbits, you need to wait until it gets real cold and stays cold. See, there's limited seasons, but at least we had our opportunity. We were so poor, we needed. He never did. He had the option to buy those guns, and he just never did. And finally, one Christmas, things got better, and they bought us a couple of 410s. Me and my brother, one of my brothers, and we continued. I think there may have probably been quail. Now, quail's worth it. You can shoot the quail. They say you need a bird. I don't believe so. They will surprise you, and you'll never get used to it. Unless maybe you do it every day, and you start learning the patterns, and you got to be quick when they fly up. And the 410, that might not cut it. Just gotta wing them. You need at least a 20 gauge for those quail. 12 even better than that. I mean, 12 are going to take little boys like us, 8-year-old boys, and break our shoulder. See, we were very skinny. We were very poor. Now, the quail definitely try to shoot them, but one day we were trying to shoot some doves out of the sky, and Bot was sitting on a stump, maybe, and my brother got all excited. Maybe he had shot one, and his gun went off, and it blew a big hole right next to my father. So it could have just as easily just gone right into the middle of it. So that was lucky. That was a heads up, and then they put the safety buttons on. It's like this vehicle's got, like, if you see a bunch of orange, that means the door's unlocked. So if the safety is showing orange, that's supposed to be you're ready to fire, or was it the opposite? I don't even remember. So yeah, you got to really be careful with guns. So many people get killed with guns or injured. So that's just one of the things that happened. Those people, they were so rich. They had as a result of I got to get these RPMs down. As a result of the Bay of Pigs, when the Russians were aiming, this was in '62, aiming the missiles at us, some folks started going around advising everybody that they need to let them build them a bomb shelter. Now, this place didn't have a bomb shelter. What it had was a basement, and then one of the rooms in the cellar had these mini cans, probably steel, little 12-ounce, 6-ounce, 8-ounce cans, blue and white, that said emergency drinking water. So they had that. They left a bunch of shotgun shells. They were disintegrating, so I tried to make a bomb out of the gunpowder, and it didn't work. That was a very interesting place. Us kids just had a wonderful time. The many things to explore, and